Welcome to section 2 of Basics of Human Face. Now let's start with the lip. Doesn't this look easy? Of course it does. Once you know the technique right, you can get this very easily. So what do we do next? How do we do this in a simplified manner? As you can see, we have to study the lip properly at the first point. There are two components in a lip, the upper lip and the lower lip. The considerable difference which is noticeable is the thickness. The upper lip is bit thin, whereas the lower lip is bit thick. How to do that? Like, we have to make sure the difference of the both lips are noticeable for the audience. So let's start how to do this thing. To get it straight, we have to draw an imaginary line. This an imaginary line serves as the boundary between the upper lip and the lower lip. And for the beginners, I would recommend you to draw an oval shape just below the imaginary line. What next? Two tiny oval circles just above the imaginary line. You can spot the difference. The oval below is bit bigger and it's big because the lower lip is thick. So next step is darken the end points. Once you are there, trace a line towards the smaller oval. Trace. Form a dip, somewhat like U-shaped dip. And again, trace, and join the point. Similarly, the lower lip is easy. If you're a beginner, choose a point, draw a straight line, trace. Again, choose a point, draw a straight line. What to do next? Erase the inner line and similarly even in the upper lip. Once you are there, we have to work on this line now. I would recommend you to do something parallel to the upper lip. Imagine this is the line and this is your upper lip. Draw a parallel line to the upper lip. As you can see, this is the parallel line to the upper lip, the upper margin of the upper lip, and just trace it. Once you draw the parallel line, just fill it, shade it. Let the imaginary line which you have drawn initially be as such. So if you find this technique difficult, I have another technique for you, which is draw, and if you know an English letter M, consider applied pressure from the top to crush the letter M. So initially it would become something like this. After I apply bit pressure, again apply pressure, the M would be flat, but still you can see the ridges. I still apply the pressure and you get this line. So first we want to do the same thing. As you can see, between these 2 points there are two ridges. They might be slight to your eyes, but for audience eyes they aren't. So just below them, draw a line from this point to this point. Consider this is the thing. and above them draw a tiny U. Join these 2 points as well as these 2 points. There you get a lip. So even if you find this technique difficult, I recommend you to follow the first technique, which is quite easy compared to the second one. I know your doubts. This is a simple lip. You want to draw something which is complex, right? If you look face from the side angle, consider this is a lip. From the side angle you want to draw, right? The lip, you can notice here the upper lip is bit front in when compared to that of lower lip. See, the upper lip is bit front when compared to the lower lip. It's very slight difference. The relative difference is very less, but that's how it looks like. So if you want to do something like this, you have to get the nose proper at the first point, draw a curve and a line. This is simple as if a semicircle and a line which is joined, and then the lower lip lies bit behind to that of the upper lip. So to magnify this, it would look something like this. The upper lip is ahead and lower lip is bit behind. So the difference is very minute, but that's the thing which is gonna make the difference, which is gonna put a realistic view into your photo. So people who don't like to draw straight faces consider this face wherein part of the upper lip is small and part of the upper lip is too large. How to draw such lips? That happens, this problem arises when the face is tilted towards one side or tilted towards other side. If it is straight, this might look good, or if it is tilted to one side, all you need to do is vary the length. I draw the midpoint of this lip. As you can see, the length is almost half because this is a bit tilted lip. But when you do a straight face, looking straight into your eyes and divide the smile, it will be exactly half and half. But when the face is tilted, the length varies accordingly to which side the face is tilted or turned towards. So to do that, follow the same technique wherein draw two lines, and as you know the M technique wherein you flatten the word M to form something like this similar line. This point is exactly in middle, but here you're gonna do not in the exact center, but you're gonna displace it towards the side which the face is being tilted. So I just tilted it towards my left. So same thing, the upper lip is being drawn and the lower lip, simple, draw oval, because this is difficult for the beginners, and just join this line. So when I erase it, this is how it looks like. And make sure the end of the lip is always raised so that it gives that smiley nature to the lip, because usually when you are sketching someone's photo, they won't frown, they'll be smiling at you, or the photo which you're going to paint or do will be with a smile on it.